forces coming. So Nada getting his factory down. So in the first game we saw tanks against Savior's Nurkers, which I think are a good decision. A lot of players decide to forego tanks, going straight up just medic marine into science vessel, which is also a good option. But Nada prefers sort of the more classic route of getting some factory units too. And Savior looks like he has a drone at the 6 o'clock position. He looks like he's gonna put a base down there. That's the main that's another main base rather, the 6. And Savior's got about 8 Mutalisks or 7 Mutalisks, and we'll see where he decides to put in a harass. I'm not sure if Nada does have an engineering bay. He has some turrets up, and he's just pumping out Marines still. He probably expects this coming also, so we'll have to see how well he defends. And very smartly just bringing those Marines down a little bit to see those Mutalisks. And then we'll see if he manages to get those Marines back. Yeah, he does get the Marines back. Game 1, Savior's Mutalisk class was not very good against Nada. Nada just had immaculate positioning of his Marines and just really cut off any harassment Savior could do. So we'll see what Savior can do this time. Savior got his evolution chamber down, so maybe he's thinking more of a long game, getting carapace and attack upgrades. And Savior looks like he's broken open that front door of Nada's. Nada mined out those minerals, and he was trying to put down the supply depot, and Savior actually managed to break through. That's really good of Savior, and Savior is all over Nada's main right now, doing a lot of economic damage. That was just a very, very good attack there. He killed the SCV, and he managed to get in. And he's going to kill a lot of SCVs here in the main, and those Zerglings really helped in taking down those turrets, giving his Mutalisk more freedom there. And he stopped Nada mining for a good 15 seconds, 20 seconds there, and he killed maybe 5 or 6 SCVs. And Savior's still going to be flying around. He took down a few turrets too, and he's got lurkers coming. And yeah, you see Savior's Mutalisk micro is just really good. He's just picking off these SCVs, but Nada not doing badly either. He's got his Marines positioned all the right positions, and he's got a tank up too. We'll see if Savior decides to pick that off when it's in transit. Savior does have his 6 o'clock expansion down, so he's going to be working off 3 bases, and he's got 3 lurkers moving out, and Nada's got about maybe 2 dozen Marines and a tank there, so he's got probably enough to hold this off, but I feel that Savior has the advantage so far. He did manage to get those forces in and put Nada on the defensive, and Nada is just relies on his aggression to keep the Zerg off guard and to stop the Zerg from attacking his base. So Nada showing his aggression again. He's going to push out with his Marine force. But Savior's going to spot that with his Mutalisks. And we'll see if Savior decides to put in a trap here. He might put those lurkers on hold position. I don't know. That could be really interesting. We'll see. We'll see if he manages to bait Nada into walking into those 3 lurkers, which could be really bad to that Marine force there. And looks like Nada's going in. Oh, Nada does... I'm not sure if he scanned that or how he got the shot off on those lurkers. I'm not sure if he even shot those lurkers. Maybe he was shooting some Zerglings. But anyway, the lurkers retreat to protect his 6 o'clock position. We didn't get to see stop lurkers yet, unfortunately. And Nada already has his his control center down. So we're going to see some science vessels soon, probably. Control tower. And Savior's still just playing around the front base here, and just sort of keeping Nada with a force there. Nada's taking the center though. He's around the temple in the middle. And Savior's going to get his Defilers out. And Savior is just so well known for his Defiler play against Terran. It's just really so difficult to defeat when he gets those Defilers out in the late game. And Savior has actually gotten into the main again with his Mutalisks. Nada really needs to put up some turrets there, but Nada looks like he's just going to move out. He probably has siege mode for his tanks. And we'll see if he manages to pull off an effective attack here against Savior's main here. And Savior really needs to get his Defilers out with some energy. And Nada has those 3 tanks. Those tanks are really useful. And both just going for each other's mains, both going for each other's throats here. And Nada sieging up finally. He's going to be killing those lurkers off. And Savior's here just destroying SCVs left and right. He's going to be picking off units as they come out from that barracks. And Nada's not retreating though, but he doesn't have enough. He lost 2 tanks. I don't think he's going to be able to break in here against this lurker force. And he does spot all those lurkers just hanging out there. And those lurkers advance. And Savior's going to be able to take out a lot of forces here. He takes down a tank. with his Zerglings, and he's still in the main with the Mutalisks. So Savior really taking a commanding position here. Nada has just lost so many units and so many SCVs, and look at this. Savior is actually sneaking in 2 Lurkers, and this is a position where the engineering bays aren't. So Nada's going to rely on either scans or science vessels to spot those 2 Lurkers, and it's just such a great position there. And look, he's got another Lurker out in the field, just picking off those Marines, doing damage to them. He's got a couple. Oh, there's such good positioning, just putting a little bit of a trap there, and yeah, that ramp is such a great position. It's cutting off reinforcements from Nada's main, and it looks like Savior has this game under control. I thought for a second that Nada was going to be able to push in and just kill Savior's expansion off, but Savior, just with absolute brilliant play, decided to keep his Mutalisks in Nada's base, keep taking out reinforcements as they were being produced, and now he's got Lurkers all over Nada's natural expansion, and Nada can't leave his main because of those 2 great Lurkers up the ramp, and Savior has Defilers. That's just so hard to deal with. I mean, of late, if you watch Saber, he's been defeated when he gets Defilers, but during his prime, it would just be so difficult to defeat him when he had a real force up during the late game. And Nada's just got 1 tank up. He's trying to shell those Lurkers. Saber's going to retreat a little, but I think it's just going to be the eye of the storm here. Saber's got such a large force in the middle, and Nada is going to be able to take his expansion back. And you hear, I don't know if you guys heard that, but it was a Defiler eating some Zerglings up. And those Defilers are going to have full energy now to cast their Dark Swarm. And he's just got so many Lurkers there. Dark Swarm plus those Lurkers is just going to tear apart all those Marines at 1 tank. And, you know, Nada, another thing is Nada won't have enough Irradiate. He didn't get enough Science Vessels at this point. He doesn't have enough to push this off. And the Saber's going in with those Lurkers here. He's got 1 Swarm in, advancing those Lurkers. He still hasn't burrowed. He's burrows now. And yeah, this is going to take out the tank. This is going to take out all those Marines. Dark Swarm's off, and it's going to kill all these SCVs as they're retreating. He's even got some Hydralisks there. He's just pushing with everything he's got. And Nada just doesn't have enough, I think, to defend against this. He's got the ramp again. And yeah, Nada GG's. Just immaculate play by Savior. Just a great understanding of what he could accomplish those Mutalisks, and just letting Nada go for his main, knowing he had enough to stop Nada's force there. Even though Nada had 3 tanks, even though most players were retreated, Saber decided to go in for the killing blow, decided to just stay in and just go all in with the Mutalisks, and it turns out to work well against such a great player. So Saber is up 2-1. Hope you enjoy this video.